Hello, I'm Jorge Aguilar, Superintendent of Sac City Unified School District. Congratulations to the class of 2020. Congratulations to the family, friends, guardians, and community members for your support of these graduates, for your sacrifices and all you've done to get us to this moment, even if this is different than what you thought it would be. I know this is probably not what you imagined when you looked forward to your high school graduation. But no matter what you do today, it doesn't minimize or take away from all that you've accomplished thus far and what you will accomplish going forward. And for families, we know this is different for you too, but we know the change in circumstance won't take away that feeling of pride you have for your student. Class of 2020, I hope today is the first of many similar celebrations and memorable transitions for you in your education, career, and personal life. This graduation ceremony is a marker and a great achievement, but it is not a definition. What you've done to get here and what you'll do moving forward is what really matters. This probably won't be the first time you need to adjust something that you didn't expect. It's our ability to take the unexpected and make it work. That is the real testament to who we are. It's the grit, the tenacity. In Spanish, we call it the ganas that helps you get through these things. It's our willingness to shift and pivot when it matters the most. Your life will never be a straight line. Of course, I don't have to tell you this because you're here today. I'm sure your journey here was full of bumps and curves and all kinds of surprises, both good and bad. Your curriculum here at Sac City Unified focused on academic, social, and emotional learning. We know that in order to succeed, your needs must be met beyond grades and academics. We know that for many, this journey is harder. And it is for this reason that we all, as we've learned from our time here at Sac City Unified, must give grace and compassion and acknowledgement that the road is different for everyone. Sometimes we must even give grace and compassion to ourselves. Leave here today with the confidence to set high expectations for yourself, but do not let failures deter you from working toward your goals. In fact, failure is not the falling down, but the staying down. We're experiencing this crisis collectively, but it impacts all of us differently, the same as most things in life. Our acknowledgement of that allows us to tackle crises more effectively, to see things more clearly, and to challenge injustices and inequities. This will not be easy. It takes courage, it takes resolve, emotional intelligence, and empathy. While the crisis we're experiencing today might be memorable, I hope the memory of it will pale in comparison to your achievement here today. You have so much to look forward to, well beyond the challenges that we're facing in this moment. But I do hope that you will take something from it. Success is not only about achievement, it's supporting one another. It's about being able to look around the world knowing that we really are in this together. We've seen this more than ever in the last few months. We've seen songs on balconies, gratitude for our first responders, virtual support and outreach to those who need it, creative responses to serve our community's needs, whether it's providing food to our families, internet and computers to those without access, or check-ins to those who need a friend. When we are there for each other, it matters. And when we fail to support one another, it matters too. We can't pretend that we haven't seen the consequence of inaction as well. You've seen both in real time and what it means on the ground. My hope for you, class of 2020, is that you will take this knowledge that for many takes a lifetime to acquire, and apply it going forward no matter what you choose to do with your future. It's what we do for each other that makes the biggest difference. If you can view the world through the lens of another, you will go far, because each one of you matters. Each one of you will make a difference, and it is your choice what kind of difference that is. Class of 2020, we are proud of you. Congratulations on this momentous accomplishment. I am honored to celebrate this special moment with you.
And here to begin our virtual ceremony is our Met Sacramento High School principal, Denise Lambert.
Good afternoon, class of 2020. I am Denise Lambert, the proud principal of the Met Sacramento High School. On behalf of the entire Met staff and community, it is my pleasure to welcome each of you to the 2020 Met Sacramento High School virtual ceremony. Parents, guardians, the Met High School faculty and staff in the class of 2020, I would like to address and acknowledge some of those phenomenal individuals whose collaboration, their encouragement, motivation, and mutual dedication have assisted in establishing a tradition of excellence at the Met High School. Collectively, they've assisted our graduates in making this special day high school graduation a reality. First, I would like to recognize our tremendously talented, skilled, and caring advisors, Monica Hunt, Chico Gonzalez, and Jed Miller. I know I speak for all the graduates when I say we couldn't have made it without your guidance, your support, a little bit of yelling, and possibly some tears with a whole lot of motivation. So thank you for that. Next, I would like to recognize our tremendously talented, skilled, and caring faculty and staff. Our faculty and staff deserve our gratitude and thanks for extending their time and efforts beyond the walls of the classroom and motivating our students to excel. We thank you for helping the class of 2020 become the future leaders of our society. On behalf of the graduating class of 2020, I wholeheartedly express our sincere gratitude and appreciation to you. Thank you for a job well done. Lastly, I want to turn our attention to the supportive parents and guardians of the most impressive, awesome graduating class of 2020. You have inspired our graduates to reach and exceed their potential. You have made many sacrifices and have molded them into the fine young people that they are today. Parents and guardians, thank you for your support, for trusting us with your child and sharing your child with us. Together with our faculty and staff, you bring new meaning to the familiar but often misunderstood saying, it takes an entire community to educate a child. Now to the class of 2020, you've always been set to be a class that would stand out. You were born just before 9/11, which caused our nation to have a deep sense of unity and togetherness after an unbelievable and unexpected tragedy. And now we have COVID-19, which has caused us to change all the plans that we had for this year. We also have the national unrest that we are living through now as a result of the unnecessary death of George Floyd and countless other African Americans. As a community, we recognize how difficult this time has been for you. If you are feeling that the situation is unfair, you're right. And if you're feeling upset, it is understandable. And if you're feeling cheated, you were. There's no way to minimize what you are experiencing or to make up for what you are losing this year. But even in the midst of hard times, we all have the power to make the most of it. You have the power to decide to take all that this year has thrown at you and use it as fuel for a future better than the one that you had imagined. Be an agent of change in our communities. If you stand for something, don't be passive. Don't be a bystander, but be active. The change starts with you. This is an opportunity to stand up and show the world that even though your year may have been disrupted, you will not be defeated. You are resilient. You are brilliant. You are innovative. If there's ever a group of young people who could overcome and succeed, it is you. And just as the beginning of your life journey, we are once again experiencing an unbelievable and unexpected tragedy. And just as we did before, we will rise up. We will be triumphant, and we will be better because of it. And we will do it together with your class leading the way. Class of 2020, we wish you all the very best that life has to offer and encourage you to give birth to your dreams. Today is truly a great day to be a Metster. Congratulations, Met High School's graduating class of 2020. You did it.
The next speaker is our Sacramento City Unified School District Board Member, Lisa Murawski.
Hello, it's great to be with you, the Met High School class of 2020, to celebrate. My name is Lisa Murawski, and it's such an honor for me to be with you today. Greta Thunberg, the young girl from Sweden who has become basically the world's conscience when it comes to the climate crisis, said to a group of world leaders last year, "You come to us young people for hope. How dare you?" as if it's the job of the youth to solve these problems that world leaders have failed to address. I don't have to tell you that's an extraordinary amount of pressure to put on your generation. I don't have to tell you it's an extraordinary time to graduate high school. On top of a global pandemic, there is unrest all around us. What's supposed to be a season to spread your wings of new beginnings and new connections has been marred by isolation, grief, and uncertainty about things we thought we could take for granted. Sometimes it seems the ground is shifting underneath our feet. Your generation has already begun to confront great challenges and will need to demonstrate more courage, clarity of purpose, and moral leadership than many of the adults in charge right now have modeled for you. But today is your day, and our day to recognize your achievements. To those who have struggled academically to get to this point and cross that virtual stage, to those who are first in their family to get a diploma or to go to college, congratulations. Your accomplishments are all the more meaningful for the barriers you overcame to get here. For those to whom academic success came easily, congratulations. With your hard work, you've reached the heights of academic excellence, and we could not be prouder. Remember as you celebrate that so many have poured love and care and resources into establishing the foundation for your success. None of us is an island unto ourselves. So remember to show gratitude for your teachers, your family, your peers, and your community, and to pay it forward. None of us is an island, but you know that. If there's one thing the class of 2020 knows in its bones, it's how interconnected we all are. Like Martin Luther King Jr. said, we are caught in an inescapable network of mutuality, tied in a single garment of destiny. Whatever affects one directly affects all indirectly. What could possibly demonstrate this better than a global pandemic? And from coast to coast, people are protesting because they know that injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. As the class of 2020, you embody these lessons. We will get through this pandemic. We will conquer, with your help, the chronic disease of racism and division we are suffering and confront many more challenges together, united in that knowledge of our inescapable mutuality. And I know Greta, she doesn't want us grown-ups to look to the youth as a vessel for our hope for the future. We know we have to do better for our youth right now. But when I look out at the class of 2020, knowing what you are capable of, knowing the extraordinary things you will accomplish, knowing that you will build a better world than the one you were given, I can't help but feel a profound and radiant sense of hope. Now make us proud.
And now introducing our first valedictory speaker, Camil Blacksher.
Today is a celebration of our life. Luckily for some of us, we made the brilliant decision to come to the Met. Some of us have had the opportunity to try out our dream occupation or a job we would never want. Others have explored an internship that wasn't anything that we would have thought we would like, but ended up falling in love with it. All of us are blessed for the opportunity to be a part of the Met community. The first time I heard about the Met, I knew I wanted to graduate from this school. I wanted to try out internships. I wanted to be a part of an advisory. And now I can say I did. I worked in a third grade classroom, in retail, in school administration, and counseling. Now, finally, I'm graduating with my friends. Some of y'all I can call my family. Throughout the years, we've had our ups and downs, but we could always come back to the one place where we could be together. our advisory. We've grown together, we've struggled together, and now we'll graduate together. We were forced to develop personal qualities that will help us advocate for ourselves, collaborate with others, develop community building projects, and ultimately create our future. We are active memories as our memories are created. We are our present and our future. So grasp the beauty of this moment and remember, this is a celebration of our growth. We used to be shorter. We've played on many playgrounds and fields. I remember playing tetherball every recess or being on the wall. We've been through so many fads like silly bands, mustaches, fake glasses, and snapbacks. We've heard phrases like hit the quan and about a week ago and band, yeah. One of my favorite songs says, understand the truth about that question in your soul. Look up, don't look down. Don't watch the answers unfold. Life is your birthright. They hid that in the fine print. Take the pen and rewrite it. If you have a dream, set a goal, work for it. You can achieve it. My mom always said, control your mind, control your life. Control your mind, control your world. What life do you wish to lead? I'd like to thank family, friends, and everyone who is a part of the Met community for contributing to my story, to our story. The doors to high school may be closing, but the doors to our future is just opening. Congratulations, class of 2020. We did it. Woo!
Our second valedictory speaker is Justin Cruz.
A man cannot be comfortable without his own approval. A quote I have carried with me ever since I was a youngster. Not knowing how to make decisions led me to be stubborn and very anxious when making critical decisions. I didn't know how to get motivated or inspired to become a better student. However, what really kept me going with trying my best in school was those who made me feel happy and those who gave me the courage to feel like I was someone in life. And I know for a fact they helped me get through to my final days of high school. I, a self-proclaimed introvert, was very shy to start making new friends and scared of being left out for being quiet and not knowing how to be outgoing. But I met my raza. We would sometimes be together as a group just chilling, acting like fools just for fun. I was the only one who struggled to be more open and make friends. Something in me had me thinking that I really wasn't worthy to reach that stage of friendships with others. It wasn't until I met the peeps from the advisory. I felt welcomed by them and felt comfortable to approach them. Whenever we had bonding experiences, it gave us a chance to learn more about each other. I personally was very nervous at first, but they cheered me on, letting me know I can count on them and could have conversations with them. As years passed by, I built strong friendships in my advisory, especially with the homies that I now call my brothers and sisters. I have always felt like I was missing something in my life, and that was them. In addition to developing friendships and learning how to be myself with others, I have also gained a lot of experience through internships. My internship experiences showed me how tough and dangerous work can be and how physically demanding it is. While interning at Cascar, the electric bike shop, and at the Sacramento City College Stagecraft, I learned how to be a good worker, how to communicate with other employees and customers, and how to get through any issues that come my way. My dreams of becoming a mechanical engineer don't seem so unreal to me now. I have confidence to go after my dream. I had good mentors who supported me and taught me to work hard for what I want. I will always be grateful to them. I appreciate being in an advisory where the spirit of positivity was always present. Thanks to Chico, you're a special advisor to me. You have been the second teacher to understand the type of life I live and have been there for me when I needed it the most. Thank you for also being a role model and a guidance for me. I'd also like to thank the homies. I may not show much emotion when it's stuff like this, but y'all gave me the confidence to face my fears and become a better me. Without your love, I wouldn't be here showing my affection to you, my family. Thank you. High school for me was about overcoming my struggles with being myself and letting others get to know me. Thank you to the Met and the staff who work at providing a space for all of us to learn and grow, especially for students who wouldn't be as comfortable anywhere else. Students like me, because of advisory, internships, and how this school works, I was able to be myself and make lasting friendships. Finally, we are here to celebrate us, the graduates of 2020. I wish each and every one of you the best in life after high school. Farewell, class of 2020.
Our next speaker is not only a Sacramento City Unified School District board member, but he's also been an internship mentor and a parent. Please welcome Michael Minnick.
Hello, Met graduates. My name's Michael Minnick. Usually when I'm asked to speak at a graduation, it's because I'm on the school board. But this one's different. Today, I get to speak to you as a Met mentor, a two-time Met parent, and now the parent of a member of the Met's graduating class of 2020. Over these last 8 years, like many Met families, we've watched our kids develop into adults with a diverse set of interests and a clarity of who they are and what they value. I wish I could take credit for that, but I know so much of that had to do with the support of advisors like Chico, Jed, and Monica, your LTI mentors, and the whole school community. The Met's like no other school. It's a team of caring adults that create space to let students grow. This is truly student-centered learning. From Who Am I projects to finding your LTIs, exhibitions and gateway projects to valedictorian speeches. Everything is uniquely you, and you can be proud of all the things you've accomplished at the Met. You've had the opportunity to learn in the classroom and in your internships. You had to figure out how to adapt to different environments and different situations. And guess what? This semester, you really got to use those skills. Almost overnight, you were expected to adapt to a different world where you're learning 6 feet apart or by Zoom from your bed, maybe still in your pajamas. But you did it. You stepped up and you adapted to changes that none of us expected. So now you can use all those experiences to guide you in your next steps. Not just focusing on what kind of job you want, but on what you really care about. What kind of impact you want to have on this new world that we're living in. We need you to step up now more than ever. And the Met has prepared you to do just that. I know you're going to take this experience and go out and do incredible things. We are so proud of you. So congratulations to the Met class of 2020.
And now introducing our third valedictory speaker, Giovanna Gil.
Good afternoon. I want to start off by saying that I'm very proud of you all. I know that high school wasn't easy for some of you. I know there may have been times when you felt like giving up, but you made it and you've accomplished so much. I want to take a moment to thank a few people. Jeannie and Eric, who pushed me to think outside of the box and taught me to be comfortable with the uncomfortable. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be who I am today. I would like to thank my biological parents, Graciela and Jose Luis, for giving me life and teaching me valuable lessons. Thank you to my siblings, nieces, and nephews as well. They have brought me happiness in my dark days and have shown me the meaning of family. They are the reason why I push myself to be successful. Unfortunately, my brother isn't here to watch me graduate, but I know he's watching from heaven along with my sister and grandma. Thank you to his wife Miriam for continuing to be part of our lives. Also, thank you to the Met staff and my advisor Chico for pushing me to do better every day, for listening to me, and for believing in me. Thank you to all my friends and advisory for being there for me, for giving me this beautiful experience. Thank you all for helping me become the best version of myself. In the midst of writing my speech, I got distracted, and I began to look at photos and videos of high school memories that I had in my Dropbox. I realized that it wasn't that I didn't know what to talk about or how to start my speech, but rather how to say goodbye. Goodbye to the class of 2020. Goodbye to the group of people who shaped me and became my family. The people that have seen me grow and flourish. The people who have comforted me through heartaches and loss. How to say goodbye to my family. I thought about the countless times my advisor went to the park for fun. The same park where we constantly competed with other advisors to be the best at sports. The deep conversations and laughs we shared on our way to Osaka or the corner store. The heartfelt conversations during circle time. The empowering marches we attended. The dances we shared in the kick-me-out room. The bonds we made, broke and fixed. The L's and W's we took with friends. The rules we broke, the pranks we pulled. The traditions we created. The times we spent running through the rain on field trips. The fighting about who the best looking advisory is. The times we cried and were comforted. The potlucks we had, and the water fights at the end of the year. How to say goodbye. This feels harder than a breakup. After years of seeing your faces, I won't be seeing a lot of you after this. Some of you will go on to be educators, artists, writers, and entrepreneurs, or perhaps pursue a career you've explored through a shadow day or internship. Life comes with many twists and turns, but you'll find your way to where you want and need to be. The key to your success is you. Believe that you can and you will. Our bonds will strengthen if we nourish our friendships. Vitamin C said, as we go on, we remember all the times we had together. And as our lives change, come whatever, we will still be friends forever. So here's to all that you've accomplished and everything you will accomplish in life. Here's to being the class that graduated during a pandemic. Forever in my heart, goodbye, class of 2020.
Here all the way from sunny San Diego, our Big Picture Learning co-founder, Elliot Washor.
Hi everyone, I'm Elliot Washor. I'm one of the co-founders of Big Picture Learning, and I'm happy to be with you on the class of 2020's graduation, Met Sac. You all don't know this, or some of you do, but I helped start Met Sac in 2003 in Oak Park in a community center when there was about 70 students, and we got started. And now look what the school's like. It's amazing to see that transition and change. And you also don't know this, but probably for the first 12 years, I went to every single graduation of Met Sac. And I'll tell you something, I would have kept on going. But what happened was that the people at Big Picture kind of got jealous of me. And they all started going and say, you can't go, you can't go, you can't go. So Denise, you took care of that. And thank you so much for doing that. I'm back, I'm bad with the class of 2020. I love you all. So let me say a few things about these times that we live in and going forward. One of the things that a lot of people talk about now is distance education. And I would maintain that we always practice distance education. Yep. Students were learning at a distance. They were learning at their internships, where sometimes their teachers checked in and sometimes they were off with their mentors. They were learning at college classes. You all did that. You were learning in advisory where you didn't have to sit in rows in a class. You could walk around the school, get what you had to done. That's education and learning at a distance. Not just being in front of a screen. That's not what it's about. So yes, we always practice distance education, and that was real important to us going forward. And another thing that I'd like to talk to you about, this thing about always being with somebody. People don't realize that historically, when you are in isolation, when you've been quarantined, when you've been bedridden, when you've been hospitalized, that's the most productive time in many people's lives. Look into personal narratives of Frida Kahlo when she was hit by a bus in a trolley car and her dad brought her a paint set. Look at Wilma Rudolph. Look at Gaudi. Look at JFK, Teddy Roosevelt. All these folks were children who were bedridden for long periods of time. And guess what? An adult was with them. They found their interests, and being alone got them great. So what you're doing with yourselves alone in isolation is so powerful and so important for the times that we live in. And my bet is that there's going to be loads and loads of discoveries, inventions, writing, and art coming out of this period right now. So you're going forward. I want you to keep practicing big picture learning kind of distance education. I want you to be connected to Met Sac. Be at a distance, but you can stay close. So my heart goes out to you. I love you all. Stay close to Met Sac. Stay close to your families. Stay close to your advisory. And one of these days, I'm going to pop in and see you real soon. So love you all. Best to the class of 2020.
And now we're introducing our fourth and final student valedictory speaker, Cruz, Yochum, Valenzuela.
Hello, class of 2020. Let us take a moment to thank our advisors and the staff at the Met for providing a safe way to celebrate its students. Monica, thank you for your kindness, generosity, and mentorship that you have given me these past 4 years. Thank you to my mentors and family for the support you've provided me these past 4 years. I would now like to take this time to reflect on the experiences that made me the person I am today. Rachel Carson, author of Silent Spring, said, "The human race is challenged more than ever before to demonstrate our mastery, not over nature, but of ourselves." Despite the fact that this quote was composed more than 50 years ago, it appears to be particularly powerful at this point. I recently found out that after graduation, I'll be spending 30 days in the Rocky Mountains. I have been awarded a full tuition scholarship to Knowles, the National Outdoors Leadership School. I want to thank Chico for introducing me to this program and organizing hiking field trips. The leadership skills I'll learn in Wyoming nature will further allow me to master myself. At the beginning of junior year, I was judging my ability to submit quality artwork. That semester, I received a 1.85 GPA. At that moment, I realized that I could do better. In the second semester, I shed that self-judgment and changed my low GPA to a 3.75. Senior year came around and I finally got a 4.0 at the Met and Sac City. My grandma said something during one of her cooking lessons, and that is to never judge yourself before you even try. After all, between grandmas and nature, they all teach us about ourselves, and that's why junior and senior year I focused a lot of my time in the Met Garden. The Met gave me the chance to use my green thumb and get a related internship. By interning at a bike-powered composting program, Green Restaurants Alliance Sacramento, it connected me to a world of cycling. I've been pedaling around town ever since. Now my passion has turned into something bigger. If all pans out, I'll be writing in support of AIDS research in October. So as we, the class of 2020, move forward, let us be thankful for what our families, the Met, and ourselves have offered us. And let's continue to demonstrate mastery over ourselves. Thank you.
Before we begin our awards and diploma ceremony, here to share some loving and encouraging words are your advisors, Jed Miller, Monica Hunt, and Chico Gonzalez.
Hey everyone. With everything going on in our country right now, it's important to have these moments of celebration and community, to remind ourselves of the people we love and the shared paths that we have walked. 4 years ago, you and I officially stepped through the doors of Met Sacramento for the first time, and by staying together, have been changed in fundamental ways. We have practiced forgiveness, stayed in the conversation in order to heal frayed bonds. We have listened and been shaped as plans were made. Missteps were examined, wounds were licked, and achievements were celebrated. This pandemic physically pulled us away from each other, but it did not pull us apart. What we have built here is stronger than that. Today, the streets of America are roiling with people calling out for a better country, a place where brutality and injustice towards some are not accepted or assumed. Let this be your legacy as well. Show the world how you learned and live with the principles of tolerance and equity. Let this guide your dreams, and remember, you will always be a Metster. Congratulations on graduating, class of 2020. Go with pride.
Congratulations, class of 2020, you did it. 4 years ago, the Met was introduced to an energy it had never seen before. Your freshman year, every lunch period became an opportunity for some sort of sporting event, and all of a sudden the quad seemed too small. None of us wanted to stop you, though, because we had you in class and we knew that you needed to move. Maya Angelou said, "I can be changed by what happens to me, but I refuse to be reduced by it." You've survived many dynamic experiences, shadow days, exhibitions, sophomore year. You have what it takes for what comes next, and I'm so excited to see where you all end up. Changed you have been and changed you will be. May you never allow that to be a reduction. Our world needs strong leaders right now who can navigate new situations and guide us to better places. Go forth now, prepared to be a force for good. I will miss you guys.
My dearest advisory, today is the day that completes your high school career. The only wish that I have for you is to pursue a life that you can be proud of, surrounded by those who want the best for you and who see the best in you. To the class of 2020, you're graduating from a non-traditional high school. You could say it's a revolutionary act. And as the rebel Che Guevara once said, at the risk of sounding ridiculous, let me say that the true revolutionary is guided by a great feeling of love. So let love and not hatred guide you throughout your life. Congratulations, class of 2020. Para los padres de habla hispana, felicidades, sí se pudo.
The following students are Golden State Merit Diploma recipients: Alicia Ayon, Erika Cruz, Autumn Deemer, Andrea Estrada, Lily Faila, Trista Gali, Giovanna Gil, Damian Lima, Gavin Lujan Lovelace, Josephine Minnick, Sierra Reed, Caitlin Wade, and Cameron Whetstone. The following student has been awarded the Seal of Biliteracy: Caitlin Wade. Now for Senate District and Scholarship Awards. Most Improved, Cameron Whetstone. Most Outstanding, Josephine Minnick. The following are recipients of the Platinum Cord. These are students that have received a 4.0 grade point average: Erika Cruz, Josephine Minnick, Sierra Reed, and Caitlin Wade. Next, we have recipients of the Gold Cord. These are students that have received a 3.4 to a 3.9 grade point average: Alicia Ayon, Autumn Deemer, Andrea Estrada, Trista Gali, Damian Lima, and Jade Ross. And now, friends and families, for the moment you've all been waiting for, please get ready to congratulate your student. Here presenting the class of 2020 are Chico Gonzalez, Monica Hunt, and Jed Miller.
Isaiah Akeem.
Alicia Ayon.
Brent Barr.
David Black. Camil Blacksher.
Cooper Carinci. Sean Conyers. Miguel Corey.
Erika Cruz.
Giovanni Cruz Bravo.
Justin Cruz Bravo.
Julian Dela Cruz. Autumn Sierra Demer.
Jazmín Dueñas Ibarra. Julia Earlywine.
Andrea Estrada.
Lily Faela.
Alexis Fraga Ruiz. Trista Gali. Ryder Garcia. Giovanna Gil. Selena Jen. David Grajeda Vallejo. Casmo Harlan.
Christian Heron. Annika Huey.
Ashanti Johnson.
Damian Lima. Ivan Lopez. Stephen Lopez Stevenson.
Gavin Lujan Lovelace. Monte McDaniel.
Molly McDonald.
Josephine Minnick. Kendall Muffet. Amelia Murray.
Ashwa Nered.
Ajwane Nered.
Mia Nurch.
Elliot Olson.
Albino Perales. Shay Polly. Caressa Powell Rodriguez.
Melissa Radcliffe. Sierra Reed.
Dominique Rose.
Jade Ross.
Aiden Seagraves.
Quinn Sherry.
Moses Tabak. Mock Tirick. Caitlin Wade.
Alexis Washington. Donovan Wells.
Cameron Whetstone.
Bonlai Zayasit.
Quentin Weisinger.
Cruz Yochum Valenzuela.
At this time, I am pleased to present the members of the class of 2020 of the Met Sacramento High School who have met all of the requirements for graduation set forth by the state of California and the Sacramento City Unified School District.
I officially present to you the Met Sacramento High School Senior Class of 2020. Seniors, please move your tassels from the right to the left. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Class of 2020.
Congratulations, class of 2020.
Felicidades, clase del 2020.